For real? For show? For shizzle my nizzle? Alright, I think you know where I'm trying to get at. Pho, baby. If you had not had Vietnamese pho, you are missing out. This bowl of goodness is jam-packed with flavor, combining noodles with beef bones and aromatics into perfection. There's plenty of legit pho recipes out there whose total cooking time can range from an hour to several hours. Having tried some myself, I must say, they're pretty pho-king good. However, when my family's craving pho and I'm juggling multiple things at the same time, I say, forget it. I'm taking a shortcut using a pho broth starter by Good & Gather. I love the products from this new line by Target, and I have to say, you might be able to fool some people with my shortcut recipe. So if you want to learn more, keep watching and don't forget to give me that thumbs up. If you want to see more recipes like this from me, make sure you hit that subscribe button below. The ingredients you will need include 2 cartons of this pho soup starter by Good & Gather. Let's get a close-up so you can get a good look at the ingredients. As you can see, everything you need in an authentic pho broth are here. I've tasted the broth by itself and think that it needs some enhancements, but overall it does a pretty decent job. You can find this at a Target store near you or on Target.com. You will also need some rice noodles. I fell in love with these fresh gluten-free ones that I purchased from my local Asian supermarket. Feel free to use dried ones and cook according to package instructions. You will also need neutral tasting oil, fish sauce, some beef such as flank steak, brisket, or eye of round, beef bones, onions, fresh accompaniments such as basil, bean sprouts, and lime, and sauces such as hoisin or sriracha. Begin by peeling your onions and cutting them into 3 chunks or halves. Place 1 tablespoon of oil into a stock pot, swirling to coat evenly. When the oil is heated, char each side of the onions for 4 to 5 minutes each side. Be sure to char your onions until they resemble something like this. Charring the onions adds a nice smoky aroma and deeper flavors into the pho broth, bringing it to a whole nother level. While the onions are charring, you may parboil your beef bones. Shown here are approximately 800 grams of bones, which I purchased from the butcher at my local Asian supermarket. Make sure you have the butcher cut them into pieces for you, unless you have a pot that can fit the entire thing. It always amazes me how much impurities float to the surface of the boiling water. After parboiling the beef bones, place them into the same pot as the charred onions. Now pour the 2 cartons of Good & Gather pho soup starter into the pot. Close the lid and bring the broth to a boil, then reduce to medium-low heat and simmer for 20 to 25 minutes. While the broth is simmering, prepare your rice noodles according to package instructions and begin cutting your beef into thin slices. Shown here is about 1/4 pound of flank steak. As mentioned before, brisket and eye of round are also popular options. Oxtail, albeit a bit expensive, is also a great alternative. After simmering for 20 to 25 minutes, add 3 tablespoons of fish sauce into the broth. What did I tell you? I wasn't kidding about fooling people with a shortcut recipe. If you're a fan of Vietnamese noodle soups, check out my channel for an easy 30-minute recipe for chicken pho. That one does not rely on any shortcut and is pretty legit as per my other half, who is Vietnamese. Prep work and cooking are done. Are you pho king starving or what? Place some rice noodles into a bowl. Top it off with your rare beef of choice. Now pour your hot soup directly onto the beef to cook them. I like my beef a little medium rare, but if that is not your preference, soak them into the soup until you reach your desired doneness. Next, add your toppings, such as onions, my favorite basil leaves, a lime wedge for some citrus flavors, and a handful of bean sprouts for some added crunch. And there it is, a delicious and beautiful bowl of beef pho using a shortcut method. Here I am, soaking the beef directly in the pot of soup to make them well done for my toddler. If you always have your hands full like I do, but want to satisfy your family's tummies, try my shortcut recipe on Vietnamese night. If you enjoyed my video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and check out my blog linked below. Thanks for watching.